Starlink Wi-Fi really only takes a few minutes to set up. We do it pretty much every single day, and in this video I'm going to be going over exactly how you can set it up and get your Wi-Fi working in less than 5 minutes. The start of this video is assuming that you're already logged into the Starlink app. If not, I've made a whole other video on how to sign into your account and set up your account and everything like that with Starlink that I'll link here. Otherwise, all you need is just the dish and all of the cords and everything like that. The first thing I always do is plug in the router and converting box, which this is what it looks like when it's all plugged in and set up. Simply you'll just plug it in, and these connect really easy. It's just the power cord that plugs into the converting box that then goes and plugs into the back of your Wi-Fi router. There's only 2 slots you can go in, and it only fits in one of them, so pretty self-explanatory. Then you take the really long cord here and you plug it into the Wi-Fi router, and that just plugs into this hole. There is a little clip on it here, but if you look in the hole, there's a little clip down it in there as well. So it only fits in there one way, just like that. Then what I do is just take the Starlink dish outside and set it on the ground somewhere where there's open sky. The sky like this, where it's really open, will work pretty well. There are a few trees. It may interrupt the signal a little bit, but I'd say you still get 90% of your Wi-Fi strength. Then you grab the other end of this really long cord. It actually has the same plug as the other end that plugs into the Wi-Fi router, which is pretty nice because there's no like correct way necessarily to use this cord. You can use it one direction or the other. Pretty simple and easy to use. And then that just gets plugged in to the bottom of the dish right here. Same thing, it has the little adapter plug clip on it that just plugs in a certain direction. So if you try to push it in there, it's not fitting, flip it over and it'll go in really easily. Now that the dish is plugged in, you can see the cord is running all the way in to the Wi-Fi router, which is plugged into the converting box and our little power bank there. Only thing left to do now is wait a couple of minutes. I did set a timer that I will show you the actual time. If you don't believe me, just test it with your own Starlink. And while we're waiting 2 minutes for that to work, you should subscribe if you want more helpful videos on Starlink and RVing and traveling in general. And when you open the Starlink app, it's just going to show you your Starlink dish here and the progress that it has until it connects and gives you Wi-Fi. And while you're waiting for your Starlink to connect, what you can do is actually go run an obstructions test outside. So you just go and scan the sky. Here it has your directions. So you point your phone at the area where Starlink needs to have signal, which is this lighted area. And just go and collect all of the dots here with the little circle in the middle of your phone. Only takes a few seconds. And once that's done, it will start calculating your results and show it on the screen. You can see it loading here. And then here are the obstructions for our current sky. The red is an obstruction that is going to disrupt the signal, but is on the edge, so it's not too big of a deal. I mean, like I said, probably 90 to 95% of the strength of maximum Wi-Fi you'll get in this location. Everything that's blue is good, so that's clearly what we want here. So this looks like a pretty good location for our Starlink. And it also tells you the direction it should be pointing, which is usually north. And then when we go back to our home screen, you can see that it is calculating the orientation of the Starlink. So this just takes a few more seconds. This is kind of like the last phase in the uploading progress bar. And then it will go to online, and as you can see, my Starlink actually has an update that it's doing right now, and the Wi-Fi works while it is updating, which is kind of cool, so you don't have to wait for the update and then get Wi-Fi. You can just have both at the same time. Overall, it's pretty simple, very straightforward. Like I said, this is everything after your account is already set up. I have a whole nother video going into the detail on how to do that exactly. And for the rest of the video here, I'll just show you how you can take down Starlink and wrap it up nice and easily so it doesn't break when you move. Usually I start just by unplugging the Starlink. And then I unplug the cord to the dish from the router. And then usually I just grab the router and the box and we'll set that up to where it is stored while we're moving. Come outside and unplug Starlink cord from the dish. And then I just wrap up the cord around my arm like an extension cord. Just like that, so it's really easy to grab and move. Pick up the dish from outside and then set that all where it's gonna be. And we haven't had any issues with it falling apart or anything like that while we drive. And that's all there really is to setting up and taking down Starlink. You can do each step in like under 5 minutes really easily. And Starlink has been working absolutely amazing for us for the past like 6 months. Definitely recommend you looking into it. If you want your first month completely free, use the link below in the description. Otherwise, make sure you like and subscribe to see more videos like this.